plus years of Advanced Squad Leader. This is episode I've forgotten. We are back. This is now Monday, so we've switched from Tuesdays to Mondays. I have a new opponent, Tenorian. Please say hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, so hopefully everybody is going to be very accommodating to this. When I say everybody, I mean hopefully YouTube comments don't get weird about it. Not that I know why they would, but whatever. Today we are playing Fnatic Enterprises FE-97, 79 motorcycle probe. This is, as you can probably imagine, another September 1st scenario. We are probably not going to get away from that for quite some time. Um, this is a standard German versus Polish scenario. It involves one board, and even that is cropped. So it's only hex rows A to Z. We have a force of Germans that are going to come in on turn one versus Polish units that are all hidden, and the side with most VP wins. There's two conditions to the CVP that's awarded outside of CVP awarded normally, which is the Polish player gains 2 VP per player turn that a non-hip unit is not on board. So as long as everybody is still hidden, even I assume that also means if a Polish unit reveals itself and then dies, you still get the 2 points if everybody else is hip. Additionally, the Germans do get exit VP from exiting off the east board edge on or after turn 5. The only other things to mention is the Germans get 2 motorcycles with sidecars, so those are the ones that can actually shoot while being ridden by LMGs. And during the first 2 turns, the Polish units can only fire in point blank fire and triple point blank fire. So need to be adjacent. Polish MMCs also have assault fire. That's going to be a big one. Um, oh, I don't know if I mentioned this anywhere, Tenorian. Are you okay with us playing with the IIFT?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. We play with it because it offers a little bit more flexibility, and it doesn't really it doesn't really add that much to complications or trying to figure out math and whatnot. So, with all of that out of the way, let's just jump straight into this. Germans turn one. Weather, no change. Thankfully, I already get a sniper out of the way, and I don't have to worry about that. There is no rally phase actions for me to do. There's no prep fire phase actions for me to do. So I go straight to movement. And my motorcycles get to move. It only costs 3 per open ground, I believe. So I'm going to just double check. Open ground is 3. So I'm going to get moving here, and they all start off board, so they're all concealed. If you wish to reveal somebody, hit Tenorian. Obviously, you'll have to unhip for me to lose concealment. Otherwise, I assume you'll stop me if and when you want to do point blank fire, or if I drive into hex you're in.
Yep, I'll tell you.
Cool. So 3, I have 28 movement. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. I'm going to turn for 1 to 25. Or at least I assume I have to turn. And then 28 to I9. If there's no shots, I will continue with the next unit. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Turn for 1. And then 24. It turns out that sidecars have less movement. Next unit will come on board. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. And then we'll turn once. And then for the rest, we'll do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 24, 25, 28. And then lastly, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. And that is my turn one movement. Defensive fire, anything you want to do?
Nope.
All right. Advanced fire. Oh, sorry. Advanced fire phase, nothing. No routes. I can't advance because I'm on motorcycles. No CC, so you will get 2 CVP.
You get what?
You'll gain 2 CVP
Oh, okay.
because it's every player turn that you have no non-hip Polish units on board. So everybody's hip, so you get 2 points automatically.
And it's the last time I'll be winning. Okay.
Well, me
The
and
dice gods are not with me.
Rutan and I were actually talking about how there is a chance, depending on how you set up, that if I never drive into your units or like find one of your units, you could technically win based on the point values, I believe, because you would get if you get 2 per player turn, that's or 2 per player turn or 4 per game turn. There's 6 game turns, so 24. Oh, you know what? I would have to lose a leader. That's the only way to get around that. That's intense.
I was wondering. I didn't do the calculations. I was wondering if I could just hide in the wheat fields and let you guys just go through.
You know, it's still possible. You can still reveal at the end of because basically I wouldn't get any exit VP. Like I could hide for sure. I could like exit off the board after turn 5, but depending on how that's done, you know, it's risky. And if I only have 2 turns to get from one side to the other, like there's no way I can do it with the units I have. Like I would have to kill something, and if you killed even a leader, then I would be screwed.
Well, I see a major flaw in my setup, so I
Don't worry about
don't
that.
think you are. I don't think you'll have a problem with this scenario.
We'll see. We'll see. So you wanna roll weather, and then we'll go through your turn.
Okay, is that a 2 die roll?
Yeah, 2d6, and then it's not a 2 or a 12, so we continue as if nothing happened. Oh, I also forgot. Um, can you put your sniper on board? I forgot to put mine. Mine's just in Q5 because I don't know where anything is.
Oh
You
yeah, I was going to ask you when I put that on because
Yeah,
you
so
start
it's
with nothing.
after setup is done essentially. You can also put your sniper anywhere because I didn't have any units on board. So even if you wanted to like technically, you know, you shouldn't or whatever, but even if you wanted to put it like straight on my guys, that's completely fine. It won't it shouldn't affect or change anything really. If only because snipers are random.
Where the hell are the units?
Uh Allied OB, Allied Miner, I'll pull it out for you if you want. And then Sniper is on the question mark page. And the Sniper, what you can do is if you want it to not be this size, you do Control S or right click and hit size. And then you can just change the number with brackets. Or control bracket, I should say.
Oh, what the hell?
I have a Humble SAN of 2 and an ELR of 4, which is pretty nice.
Oh, I still can't find it.
In the counters, if you go to, do you have the in the bottom row? There should be Allied OB.
I don't even see the counters. Where is that?
So if you're looking at the main map window, there should
Mhm.
be a blue 467 squad next to like two green hexagons. So if you click on that, it'll open up a new window. And then that window will be called Vassal Counters. And then it's on the bottom row. You'll see Allied OB. You just click on that, and then you'll have a drop-down menu. The first one it always selects is Russian. You click on Russian, and then you can select Allied Minor, and it'll show you all your counters. And you can do all sorts of stuff with them too, which is really nice about Vassal. Like, I could pull out, say, like an 838, and then I just right click and I can hit hip, and then he disappears.
All right, I'm an idiot. Where the hell is it?
So,
Do you know? Well, you set up right.
Yeah, no, I can't
You
find
know?
where
Do
the-
you know where do you know where you pulled your counters from?
I don't remember,
Okay.
frankly.
so
There it is. Oh, counters. Nope, that's not it.
do you see the giant prep fire with an X on it?
Giant prep fire with the necks on it.
Yeah, on the taskbar of the main map window.
Yeah.
So 2 buttons to the right, if you mouse over the little squad, you'll see it says show hide the vassal counters window. I guess you can also do Alt C. Does that actually work? Hey, that works. Wow. Learn something new.
Alt C.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Control Alt O is for deluxe overlays. And I guess Alt O is for overlays.
Okay.
Interesting.
Minor. Question mark. Where's my?
And then middle bottom bottom row.
There he is.
Yep.
Oh my God.
And then control bracket is whether or not you want to increase or decrease the value. Your sniper is a 4, so you want to increase it to that. You can change its size by hitting Control S. And then if you want to add what the ELR is, like I do with mine, you do Control L, and then it'll pop up a text box.
Okay.
And thankfully, Vassal's really nice in that there's actually a button that you can click, and it'll highlight where the sniper counters are, so you don't actually. That's why it's never a problem to have it be small, because it doesn't. They don't just disappear. There we go.
All right. Wow.
So, weather roll. There was no weather change. We figured out our sniper stuff. Rally phase. I don't have anything. I imagine you don't.
Nope.
Perfect. Prep fire. You can only shoot in as point blank and triple point blank. So, is there any fire to declare?
Nope.
All right. If you want to do any movement.
I would lose
You'd lose hip.
my hip though.
Yeah.
I would lose hip.
And depending on what movement you're doing and where, you might also lose concealment. So it's not necessarily like the only reason. The most important thing is that my reinforcements don't come in as long as I don't see anybody. So that's like the biggest thing for you to consider.
Yeah. I'm going to wait.
All
No
right.
movement.
I don't have anybody I can see, and I'm not going to risk defensive fire. So, advanced fire phase, presumably there is none.
Nope. None.
All right, there's no routes. And then advances, same idea. If you move at all, you'll lose hip.
But I can stay concealed and still get the victory points.
You would not get the victory points anymore because you would have a non-hip unit on board.
Ooh. Crap.
But-
All right, I think I'm going to wait.
Okay. So that is it for turn 1. I didn't even flip the counter. That is it for turn 1. You gain another 2 points. German turn 2. Weather, no change. Rally phase, I have no rally actions to do. Prep fire, again, I have none I want to do. Now movement. Movement is the interesting thing here. How much does it cost to go through grain as a motorcycle? It costs 4. Interesting. Now I can only dismount as long as I have a quarter of the movement remaining. So I have to keep that in mind as well. Do I actually get to... Rutan, you can bypass motorcycles, right? I'm not crazy on that one.
I believe you can, yes.
Yeah, okay.
But the cost to do so is like
It's still
a lot.
doubled. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to have my first guy in I-9. He's going to drive to J8. Now he is on the road, so road. You know what? Because I know I'm going to forget at some point. I'm going to take out another CVP counter. Just change this label to movement points. Because I'm pretty sure a road is just 1 for motorcycle. Half. Okay, cool. So it pays half to get into J8. And Tenorian, same as before. Whenever you want me to stop, just let me know and fire away. So this is 1 movement. I will immediately go off-road again. So that's 4. That is 4. Grain brings me to 8.
I think you need to stop.
Uh-oh. In L8 or M9?
In M9.
Okay. I am stopped in M9.
So, let's see. There's a guy in the middle of that who can do triple point blank fire.
Oh, there's a guy in M9?
Yeah.
Damn, I picked the worst hex to get into.
Yeah, he was sitting in there. So
All right.
he fires.
So the way this would work is my guy would lose concealment because as he's moving, I'm not actually sure. I guess I'm allowed to. A motorcycle may be ridden through an enemy occupied hex. Sidecars may even make an overrun in the same manner. Okay. So I can't. Oh, okay. Well, this is gonna be a problem. So I get into the hex. You reveal your guy to shoot. Now I assume that because you're declaring a shot, I think my guy would lose concealment. So I'm just gonna mark him as unconcealed at this point. And then yeah, you're doing a triple point blank against them.
Right.
All fire versus a mounted motorcycle is a -1 DRM. What else we got? As riders, motorcyclists are not subject to first fire movement, open ground, or non-assault movement.
And it's considered an unarmored vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay. There's an incremental table.
So if you're using the I guess like the standard chart, if you click on the IFT tab on like right below, there's an IFT and IIFT. So then you unhip your unit. You've only got one type, so unless he's got like the MMG or whatever. It's still a 12 firepower. Oof.
I can't click on mine.
Uh-oh. If I pull it away, can you click on him? There you go.
There. Okay. Charts. How many charts? Where are they? Unblind as fog. Casualties. Rally. What the hell did I do?
You
Ah,
click
just
you
roll.
clicked your IFT, which is good because you need to roll IFT anyways. So on that roll, like I said, there is a -1 because it's not an ordnance weapon. I believe that will does that do anything to the motorcycles? I believe so. A motorcycle which is wounded suffers no official like native may continue movement. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, so what do we got here for 12? That's a 4 on 12, which is a 3 morale check. And I believe that's also going to does that do anything like cavalry? That's an important question. Motorcycle being written into okay, ret check, blah blah blah. Morale check. Motorcycle does not take a morale check, but motorcycles must. Should the motorcyclist fail the MMC or MC, definitely failed. Must bail out if the motorcycle is currently in moving or in motion, thereby a chance for elimination or reduction. The motorcycle is not removed and is subject to recovery as if it was a support weapon. So basically, I have to bail out, which means I have to take a morale check. I will absolutely fail that. So he breaks and then becomes a half squad. It's an extra point. The motorcycle counter can be augmented by a single machine counter. Yeah, not talking about that. Okay, yeah. So if the motorcycle is stopped when the rider brakes, the rider automatically dismounts with no further side effects. All right. So your guy is then first fired, and my guy is dismounted in your hex, which is not good.
Not good for who?
Me, me specifically. Presumably nobody else wants to shoot at that guy, or nobody else can, whichever.
There will be no more shooting.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move a second guy here. So moving a guy into I9, that is going to be 3 because I'm going. It's open ground technically. 3.5, 4. I need to also drop concealment because your guy is can now see people. So that is 4 movement. 4.5, 5, or sorry, 5.5, 8.5. Any shooting in there?
No.
Perfect. I will spend a quarter of the rest of the movement point, so that is 7, so 15, which means I only have 1 movement point left with them, which is fine, I guess. I'm gonna declare CX to get an extra C movement factor, and I will go into M6.
Okay.
All right. No shots is great, as long as I do not get shots. Yeah, okay. This motorcycle, the guys there are just gonna immediately dismount for a quarter, which is 7. So they have Well, technically they have more than 3 left, but you'll see why. Is that actually visible from there? No, okay. But anywhere I go to will be visible. So they will move to J9 for 2. That's 3 of 6 movement factors used. Presumably there's no shots. So
no shots.
yeah, I'll just do 4 and then 5.
Okay. No shots.
All right. That's what I like to hear. Next guy is going to also start moving. So 3. Oops. 6. Hey. 6. 9. Gets to here for 9.5. And then we'll also dismount. Quarter is 6. So that's 15. I only have 1 movement left. So he's going to stay where he is. Because I do not want any subsequent fire. Screw it. These guys will turn for 1. I'll just take off the concealment. Doesn't really matter at this point. 4. 7. I don't know why that was hard for me to count. 7. They will dismount for 14, which means they've spent half of their movement. They will go on to bypass. Yeah, 4 to bypass, and then 5 into K10.
Keep coming.
All right. And then lastly, the last motorcycle dude, 3, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8.5, goes up 1 for 11.5, and then we'll dismount for whatever, and is just in that hex now. Dismounted. And I'm probably going to delete those motorcycles at some point. Alright. Take off the MP. Cool. Presumably there's no other shots. Defensive fire phase.
Think. I'm going to wait.
No subsequent on the broken guy? Although every time I say that, I feel like you're gonna. That's where bad rolls lead, and then I feel bad.
Yeah, he can't fire at him, can he?
Yeah, as long as they're either in your own location, obviously, and there wouldn't be CC, I don't think, in this case. I don't think there'd be CC. I'd have to double check or whatever, but I don't care to do that right now. Or if they're adjacent, that's the only things you can do if you're first fired in defensive final fire.
May as well take him out.
Sure. So it's tripled halved. So 6 firepower, no modifiers, 6 flat.
Okay, rolling. Ouch. That's a
10
bad die roll.
Hey, at least you get it on the ones that don't matter at all.
Yeah.
So that'll be a miss. Presumably no other shots.
No.
Okay.
No other shots.
All right. Advanced fire phase. Now, I can't shoot because I would be shooting at my own guy, and I don't like that. So no advanced fire phase. Routes. I do have a route that I can technically do, because you can move out of a hex to be adjacent. That is a legal move. My only destination here. I guess technically, my destination... Is that cheaper? No, that is legal. So my destination has to be lowest in terms of movement points. And
Mm-hmm.
N10 and N7 are equidistant. But I will choose N7 because it is a building, more protection. So if nobody is in N8, I get into N8, nothing happens. If nobody is in N7, I get into N7, nothing happens.
What if somebody is in N8?
If somebody is in N8, my
I
movement
would have
stops.
to. I would have to reveal him.
You have to reveal him. My movement stops, and the guy's immediately eliminated.
All right, eliminate him.
All right. Gosh darn. Well,
And I have to show the guy.
perfect. So that's it for routes. Advances. Now, advances, I have some interesting options here. I'm going to have my CX guy advance to N5. My guy with the LMG and L6 will go to M6. I'm pretty scared, unironically, of M9 and N8, so my LMG guy in L7 will go to K7. The leader and squad will join them, and then the guy in K10 will go to L10. And that is it for advances. Yeah, again, presumably nobody's in N5. Nobody was in K7 and M6 and all that, so...
Yeah, you're all good.
Cool. So that is it for advanced phase. There's no CC. And we go to your turn 2.
Hey, rally phase, there is none.
You still have a weather check.
Oop, weather check.
All right, we only roll 4s and 7s, but thankfully snipers can't activate. So we go to rally phase. I don't have anything to do.
Okay. Prep fire.
Prep fire. It is still turn 2, so you are still limited to point blank fire and triple point blank fire.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay, there's no fire then.
All right. I do think that's kind of a weird thing. I feel like that should be like an asterisk that says like only for non or hip guys, because otherwise
Yeah.
it seems a little too strange. Like your guys are already revealed and they've already killed people. Why wouldn't they shoot?
Yeah, and I got a leader right in my sights too. Right down that hex spot. But anyway, so I can't shoot at him, but
Movement phase.
movement. I want to join these guys together. Ooh. Interesting. They are going to assault move. Into that building.
So N8 into M8, all right.
And him.
Ooh, risky. All right.
Yeah. I know. Well, I haven't played this in 30 years, so tactics, what's that?
Well, we'll. This is why we start in. It's apropos for 1st September 1939.
Lots of mistakes will be made, especially by the Allies.
Well, I have plenty of my fair share of mistakes.
All right, that's the only.
Show the highlight reel.
I wish I had a highlight reel.
Defensive fire.
All right. Well, I can't ignore such a juicy target. So I will take K7. Everybody in there will shoot against the 2 squads now in M8. It is an 11 firepower, up 2, down 1. So 11 up 1. Okay, well, This is where I feel bad because this is dumb. 3 on an 11 is a K3. So random selection to determine which of the squads will be automatically reduced, and then both.
Oh, you rolled. Damn.
I know, and trust me when I say that when this happens, when I roll like this against Rutan, I also feel bad because I'm just like, I kind of expect my first shots or whatever to be like 5, 8, 7, somewhere in the mid ranges. When you open with a 2, it's just nasty.
He gets over it pretty quickly though.
That's not true at all. It's
All
very.
right. First die will be the top unit. Second die will be the bottom unit.
Sure.
And first.
So I will claim my first CVP. I'm just gonna toss this aside here so it doesn't. So if you right click them and then do SQ/HS, or if you select the unit and do Control V, yeah, there you go. And now both units will take a 3 morale check.
All right. A 3 morale check. Here goes the top unit. Morale of 8.
All right. Do I wanna force ELR on you? Nah. Well, just this first game.
Maybe you should.
Nah, ELR punishing him with 8 units. Nah.
Second one is
Also a break. All right. So this guy is final fired. I don't really think I'm gonna get any better in terms of shots, so I will let you go to advanced fire phase. Again, has to be adjacent. Presumably there is none. We go to routes.
yeah. There's none. So route phase. They don't have to go anywhere.
They don't,
building.
but you can move somewhere if you want to. So adhering to the same rules as always of you can't get closer to an enemy unit, and you can go as far as, well, technically you can go further than 6 movement points can be your target. But in this case, as an example, you would be allowed to go to P7.
I was thinking that.
So because N10 is closer to the unit in L10, so you can't go there. N7 is illegal because, again, you're getting closer to a unit, specifically N5. But if you go through N8, 08, P7, you're safe.
All right. I think I will do that.
Perf. So we'll go there. I'll take off my defensive. So that's it for routes. Advanced phase, turn 2.
Advance phase, there is no advance.
All right. Automatically, there is no CC. We go to turn 3 for the Germans. Because, again, there are non-hip units on board, there's no free points. It is my turn 3, so I get to finally bring in my reinforcements. Let's not be too crazy, I guess, and I'll just do... What's my stacks here? This, and this, I suppose. You're also no longer limited by the shooting distances stuff, so huzzah. Weather, there's no change. Rally phase, I have nothing for me, and the DMs will come off of your units, but you can't. Well, if you have a leader there, you can attempt to rally, and if you do so, it does lose hip status and concealment, but whatever.
But I can self-rally one, correct?
Only on your turn. Only on your turn.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, no rally there then.
All right. So we'll take DMs off. Prep fire. I mean, there's no real point to prep firing, so I'm not going to bother. We'll go to movement phase. In the movement phase, my squad in N5 will lose their CX status, and I will go to O5 for 2. Uh-oh. If there's a guy in there, I am immediately pushed back to N5, and their movement is over.
No, you're good in 05, but I'm gonna
Shoot.
fire away.
All right.
What do I got there?
458 with a mortar.
Yeah.
Well, it's if you can't shoot the mortar obviously because of range, but it will be an 8 firepower up 1.
Okay, well, let's roll it.
Drum roll. 8 on 8, normal morale check. My guy makes it through sheer luck. There is 4 residual there now. I'm going to try my luck and go spend another 2 moving factors to go into P4.
Okay. If there's a unit there, but he wants to stay hidden.
Unfortunately, you cannot.
I cannot.
No. Anytime you move into a hex with an enemy unit, I think the only exception is Japanese, and that's based on terrain, I think. I forget if it's inherent.
What's the question?
If a unit that is hip, if you can let a unit, walk by you in the same hex. And I think it just applies to Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the plus side, though, is that with that guy revealing, I'm immediately bounced back into 05, and I believe I do take residual firepower. So roll a 4 up 1 for me.
Roll a what?
4 firepower, and it will be up 1. So it's a 6 on 4. It's a normal morale check. I'm fine again. Okay, well, I'm just... Alright. And that ends the movement from the guy in 05. So he's done. Alright. Well, leader's there. Interesting. I'm going to have the squad with the LMG in M6 is just going to assault move to N5. If there's no shots or anything.
No shots.
Alright. The leader with the squad in L10, they will pay 1.5 to get into M10.
Mm-hmm.
3 to get into M9. 4.5 to get into N8. And if there's still nothing, I will go to 08 for 6.
Man, I don't want to, but maybe I should. I think I'll fire.
Honestly, it's never a bad idea. Especially I'm in grain. Like you said, there's a leader with them, so there's not much that not much is gonna protect me. That's a 16 firepower down 1 shot.
Hey.
Coward, so it is 12, but despite it being 12, it is still a 7 on 12, which is a 1 morale check. So leader first. Leader is dead. That's unfortunate. And then the squad rolls 12 as well. This is kind of freaky. I will half squad, ELR, and break. My leader died, so I have to take a leader loss morale check, and he's dead. So let's just bump that back up to squad. Right, that is...
Wow. You're
So you
rolling like I do.
well, back-to-back 12s is a little spooky because that's never a good sign.
Yeah.
So that was 2, 4, 6. And you got 6 points for... No, I think I'll count it. I think it's 10. All right. Okay, well, that guy is final fired at the very least because he cowered. Which is still not that great, but... I'm going to take the stack in K7. They're going to go to K8 for 1. L8 for 2. M8 for 4. And then N7 for 6.
And he can't fire again, can he?
So technically,
Final
yes. It's final protective fire, and it counts, whatever your roll counts as a morale check against your guy. So if you roll really low, it's great. But if you don't, not so good.
Let's do it anyway. I'm firing.
Sounds good. It'll
Only
be...
cardboard.
That's right. It's an 8 firepower up 1. Doesn't break your guy. It is a normal morale check. So leader first, break. The first squad breaks, and the second squad is fine. So these two guys break. And then because my leader broke, I have to do a pintash check, and they're fine. Lucky me. Oh, also, this had to go there, and this goes here. Alright. I'm not sure how much you can see versus not see, so I'm just going to take off concealment. I don't think it matters anyways. Off board, first stack declares CX. They have a leader, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bottom stack declares CX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Middle stack declares CX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I guess they're just stuck there. And then lastly, stack without a leader declares CX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is it for my movement. Defensive fire.
Okay, 04.
04, yep. Do a
04
subsequent.
can fire. Yeah, at 05.
Yeah. So it'll be a 4 up 2.
4 up 2. And roll.
7 on 4, pintash check. My guy's fine. Luckily.
Alright. And I think that would be it.
Alright. Advanced fire phase. I will try to get retribution. So N7, the remaining squad that's there is going to shoot against your squad with the MMG in 07. It's a 7 up 2. Nope, nothing on my end. Oops, not this. I'm gonna fire group the guys in N5 and 05 against your guy in 04. Excuse me. It's a 3.5 from the guy in N5 +4, so 7.5. Flat, no modifier, no result whatsoever. I don't have anything else to shoot, so we'll go to route phase. Route phase is always attacker first. So I have 2 guys to route, and they will just go to M8 and stay there. And then your guys in P7 don't have to route, but you may route if you choose to. The only thing that gets iffy is what hexes you would enter.
Q7 to R6. Would he be close? 1, 2,
Because
3.
so the only reason for Q7 is I think I would interdict. If I string it, just as an example, normally you shouldn't do this, but this is always like a teaching moment type thing. So I can see Q7. So any if you were to route through there, it would be interdicted. So you take a morale check. And importantly, I don't know. It's close. We'll just string it just because that's clean too. Okay, so
Yeah.
so essentially you could low crawl. It gets you out of the building, but that's not really a benefit. So it's kind of your call if you'd rather low crawl or stay in the building.
He's gonna stay.
All right. So that's it for routes. Advances. Do I want to risk this? Yeah, let's get bloodthirsty. Why not? So I will move these 3. So O5 to P4, N5 to O5, and then N7 to O7, and then everybody in the back is going to. You know what? I'm gonna split these guys up. Because you do still have mortars, and I absolutely do not trust them. There. And then you can go here. You know what? These 2 guys can go there. There we go. Yeah, that's it for my advances. Alright. So close combat. Anytime you advance into a building or woods that has an enemy unit in them or a concealed unit, you roll for ambush. So we'll go with P4 first. I assume there's nobody else in there because you only revealed the 8-1.
Yeah, just the leader. Okay.
So you roll 1 single die. You will have a -1 modifier to your roll. If anybody has 3 or less than their opponent, they will get a successful ambush. So you would have to roll a 6 to get for me to ambush you, and there's no possibility for you to ambush me. Okay, good. So there's no ambush. We play out the odds. In this case, I am at a 4-to-1 ratio, and you're at a 1-to-4. We're not doing hand-to-hand, mostly because I can't initiate it. So I roll 2 die. If I get a 9 or less, I get a result. That will be a kill no matter what. And then you roll your CC roll. If you get a 3 or less, if you get a 4 or less, you will get a result. Because you're at 1-to-4 with a -1 for the leader.
Okay.
Don't roll snake eyes. Please don't roll snake eyes.
All right. So you rolled the 3?
Yeah. Okay. So unfortunately, no results. So that guy dies, and I will get 2 points that I desperately need. I don't know what you want to do with your with dead units. Obviously you can see. I always put my guys up top. I think it's just a good way to represent like how a game went, but also for CVP stuff, it's just way easier. Yeah, there we go. And then same deal over here. So we roll 1 die for ambush. I don't think anybody has a modifier. You're elite, but does that make you stealthy? I don't think so. Does it say you're... No. So same as before, don't roll a 6, essentially. Perfect.
All right.
Now this is way more even, so we're both at a 1-to-1. Both of us need a 5 or less to do anything. I rolled an 8, I get no result. And another 8. So nothing happens, and this is now a melee where we are stuck forever until one side kills the other. And that is turn 3 Germans. We go to Polish turn 3.
Okay. Rally phase. Excuse me. I guess one of these guys in P7 can attempt to rally, or is it?
Yeah.
Is this melee? Okay.
No, the
let's
melee, it just means that even if they're not successful, the DMs would normally come off, but because you're adjacent to an enemy unit, they'll stay on, which forces you to route later on. And yeah, obviously it's always a better choice to go for the full squad than the half squad.
Yeah, let's try the 7 morale.
You'll need a... Okay, well, I was going to say you'll need a Snake Eyes to get it, but whatever.
What's the +4?
So +4 and... well, I guess technically a 3 would have been fine, because it's +4 for DM, it's +1 for self-rally, but you get a -1 for building. I will attempt to self-rally my broken leader. I will not get it, and DM will come off. And that is it for rally phase.
Okay. Prep fire. Let's see. I think I figure you can see this. We're gonna fire the mortar. I just have
Uh-oh.
to show you my spotter too. Mortar is gonna fire at P4.
I'm not sure if he sees it. Let's string it, but I feel Oh wait, you're in X3 with the mortar?
Yeah, but the spotter is in X2.
Oh, okay, you're using a spotter. Gotcha. Yeah, that's clean. Would this be clean? No.
All right.
So a mortar being spotting mortar is +2, I think. And what did it say for range? Range is 8, so you need a 6 or less. No, you need a 5 or less.
5 or less. Oh, that sucks.
Do you get rate of fire on a spotted mortar? Spotted fire. It decreased by 1. That sucks. So a 9 won't do it. Do you get acquisition? That is a very important question. Even though it can get as if... Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. So let's give you an acquisition for that. There you go. And put it there. Oh, you can also do some cool stuff. So if you select an acquisition counter and then select a mortar and do Control-Alt-L, you'll link the two. So every time you click on your mortar, it'll point to where the acquisition is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's super useful. It's a little gamey because like at a certain point you can like if you click on it, you see the line draws through U4 and you're like, okay, well I don't have a shot from them, but shh, this isn't tournament.
All right. And 04 is going to blast away at 05.
Sounds good. 4 up 2. Or sorry, 8 up 2.
All right. Here we go.
10. I don't even think that's a pin test check. No. Unfortunately.
Awesome rolls. Okay. And it was prep fire. Oh, you already got that one. All right. Ah, there's 2 preps on this one now.
That's fine. I can always take one off. I'm just very quick. I've played 200 scenarios, so I kind of get in the
Oh,
sequence.
I'm just slow mentally and physically.
No.
All right.
Come on. Don't be like that. This is a
I
positive
think
gaming space.
I'm positive I'm slow and stupid. I think that's all I'm going to do right now.
Okay. So you're movement.
Nobody's going to move.
All right. Defensive fire phase. I mean, the only thing I can do is blast away at your guy in 04. It is 14 is 22 flat. I will cower. So instead of 22, it's on 16. It is a 2 morale check.
All right. And what's his morale again? 8?
8, I believe, yeah. 6 or
And
less.
It's +1 for the building?
You're in green. You don't have any
Oh. Well, all right.
you're fine.
Hey.
Perfect. I'd have no other shots I can take, so advanced fire phase.
I don't think there will be
Alright.
any. Nope.
Alright. So we'll go to route phase. You're the only one with any forced routes because of the guys next to the melee.
Okay, you can still interdict with that 467.
Yes,
I
unfortunately.
interdict.
But you can go to R9. I'm gonna check see if really so can I just because at this point okay that's just dumb this is 3 4 6 look I'm just gonna call an audible here since this is post Super Bowl weekend I guess I'm gonna say I can't see Q10 from P4. We'll just put it there.
String that again. I could have sworn it went through P6 building.
It clips the edge, which like, does it touch the corner? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm willing to say that I can't see Q10. So you would essentially be able to route through P8, P9, Q10, R9 to get to there. That is still within 6 movements.
All right. I will do that then.
Sounds good. Yeah, because like anything else would either be not necessarily closer, but you're taking interdiction, and that's for a first game back after a while. I don't think that's necessarily the thing we want to do. Advanced phase.
Advanced phase. Do I want to move this guy? Oh, that would be a lot of fun, wouldn't it? No. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, why not? It's just cardboard. They're going
That's
to
the spirit.
advance into here.
Perfect.
I
More.
think he has to drop the mortar, though, doesn't he?
No, you could get in there with the mortar. Because the mortar is just takes one movement off of you, and a building only costs two.
Right, right.
So you have one free movement factor essentially to play with.
All right, yeah. Let's move into there.
All right. If there's any other advances,
No.
okay. So we go to CC phase, and then it's your direction as to who goes which CC we're doing first.
Oh, that's right. We got the melee there. Melee.
Mm-hmm.
Let's handle the melee first.
All right. It's still 1-1. Nothing has changed on that end.
All right.
It's a 5 or less
And I
for
will-
either side. Nope. All right. Welp. We continue as if nothing happened.
And you have, what's that, 7 to 4 with me?
No, you never count the LMGs. It's just the squads.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's still
all right,
1-1.
1 again.
So first things first, ambush.
All right.
Okay, don't roll a 6. Okay, well, that does mean I ambush. The only thing what this does is I get a -1 for my CC attack, and I go first. So if I kill your unit, you don't get to shoot back. Come on. All right, your guy dies and you don't get to do anything. That's just
Now
unfair.
I feel bad. He never
Well-
got to pop his mortar.
Yeah, never fun. Never. All right. Well, that's it for turn 3. See, now I just feel bad. Turn 4, Germans, roll weather, no change. Rally phase, I will attempt to self-rally the leader. I will get him. He'll attempt to rally the squad he's with. Also brings it back. And that is my rally phase.
And then let me rally. Oh, try a self rally with that. 7, was it? Yeah. And it's still got the +4.
Yeah, I mean,
+3.
technically it's only during your turn, but you know what? Roll to see if you get him back anyways.
That's right. It's not mine, but
I mean, considering the manpower advantage that's going on, I don't mind if you roll a self rally on that. So nothing happens. We'll take the DMs off, and then prep fire phase. There's nobody for me to shoot, so I will go straight to movement. And now to start figuring some stuff out. The squad in P4 will go to Q5 for 1. It's a normal move. R4 for 2.
All right. I think I'm going to try the mortar again.
Okay. I assume the leader can see him. Oh yeah, for sure. You know, I don't. That'll definitely be a hit. Because I don't know actually if a spotter gets anything like first firearm movement, blah blah blah, open ground and stuff. But you just need a 7, so you'll hit. Mortar is halved firepower. You're at 40. It's a 46 millimeter, really.
Yeah.
So it's a 2.5 firepower shot. Oh, and I think I think it might just be flat. I'm not 100% sure.
So I need a 6 to do anything.
Yeah. 6 or less.
All right.
One off.
Oh well.
I mean, it was a good shot. That's first fired. We can move this here. So that was 2 movement factors. He'll spend the last 2 to get into S5.
All right. No shots.
Okay. The squad in 05 is going to... Yeah, I'll just go P4 for 2. And then P3 for 4.
Okay, no shots.
All right. 8-0 in the squad in H10. We'll go to I10 for 1. What is that? I9 for 2. J8 for 3. K8 for 4. L7 for 5. And then M7 for 6. I wish I had an extra movement. The 8-1 leader and 4-6-7 and M8 are going to assault move to N7. The 9-1 and 4-6-7 and I10 are going to bypass J10 for 1, K10 for 2, bypass L10 for 3, 4.5 into M10, and then 6 into N9.
Okay. Still no shots.
The 2 squads in I9 will go up the road. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Since they spent all their time on the road, they get an extra bonus 1, and we'll make it to N6 for 5.
Okay.
The stack in I8 will go to J7 for 1, bypass the building for 2, into L6 for 3, M6 bypass for 4, and then 5-6 into N5. 2 squads in H9 will go up the road. 1, 2, 3, 4 to L7. The squad in G9 will do similar. So H9 for 1, I9 2, J9 or J8 3, K8 for 4. And then the guys in G8, excuse me, go to H8 for 1. Actually, whatever. 1.5, 3 into I7, and then 4 into J7. And that is my movement.
I don't think I have any defensive fire now.
Alright. Advanced fire phase, I have no shots. I mean, technically 1, I guess. Whatever. I'm not going to shoot. So we go to route phase. There are no routes. Let's take the defensive off. And then advances. Yeah, okay. So P3 will go to P2. S5 will go to T4. N5 goes to O5. I'm actually worried I'm going to lose this. N7 with the leader will go to O7. I'll have 1 squad in N6 also join. The remaining guy in N6 goes to N5. The guys in M7 go to N7. The guys in N9 go to O9. The guys in L7 will go to M7. Same K8 to L7. And the LMG guys in J7 go to K8. And that will be my advances. Excuse me. CC, turn 4. Over here, it's now 3-1. And I get a -1 to my roll. And then you have a choice of what you want to attack. So you can do 1-1 against a squad. You can do 1-2 against a squad and leader. or against 2 squads, 1 to 4 against everybody type stuff. So it's however you wanna
Let's
divide it up.
just do it against just one squad.
Sure.
Only
Uh,
one.
and I'm just gonna assume you're going to attempt to kill the guy with the LMG. Blah.
That would be nice. Yeah.
I mean, it's the best target. So I'll kill your guy. You just need a 5 or less to do to
5
have
or
an effect.
less.
4 or
On
less to
one
kill.
die.
2 die. What are you talking about? 1 die.
Oh, darn it. I was hoping. Oh, so close.
Ah, all right. Well, that'll be that. Extra 2 CVP. And then that'll be. Oh, I also. Wow. Okay. So I also got the MMG. So that is it for my turn 4. So your turn 4, rally phase.
Okay. Can we take a little break?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. How's Chad doing tonight? This is where Rootin should. Oh, Rootin's not in here anymore. Ah, what a traitor. What is the balance on this scenario? Motorcycle. Probe. It's like a 55? Wait, huh? How does there... Someone got a draw on this scenario? Wow. So it's Let's... TVP until the last 2 turns, then 7, then 19. Wow. Hmm.
All right. Back.
Welcome back.
Did you miss me?
A little bit. Rootin's
Not with your
gone.
bullets.
Rootin's gone, so there's nobody to chat with.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, don't apologize.
Oh,
I've done many a solo game on ASL, so I come up with my own conversations to have.
I feel so bad. I guess I'll just let you win this scenario. I think you need more infantry.
Honestly, I was actually curious if you wanted to call it here or not. Like, how do you feel about the game so far?
Oh, I'm getting my little tushy spanked, but I say I still might have a little hurting to put on you.
Okay. Perfect. Well, I'm good to continue because I was looking at it and I was like, I wonder how many. I wonder what the balance is, and it looks like a 45 scenario for the Germans, which is impressive. But somehow it's only been played like 12 times ever. I don't understand that.
Hmm.
It's a very old scenario, so for it to be played so little is, I mean, kind of speaks to the point of why I like doing this to play old scenarios. But 20
Yeah.
years, you'd think more people would see it.
Well, I have never heard of FE.
Fnatic Enterprises, they didn't last that long, to be honest. Though they
Um,
got subsumed by, I think, Heat of Battle took them over, like took some of their packs and stuff. I forget, but I think
um,
that's the case.
were you at Winter Offensive?
I'm sorry, what?
Were you at Winter Offensive in February?
No, unfortunately, it's very tough for me to get out to the physical tournaments.
Hmm.
As much as I'd like to go, it's just been it's kind of a pain on my income.
Oh, yeah.
I've
No,
been
mine.
I've been saving up to go to Japan for years, so I kind of my goal is to go there first, and then I'll think about Winter Offensive or one of the other big tournaments. Did you go?
Yeah, but I played the Civil War game, GCACW.
Nice,
GCA. Yeah. Um, love that system. Loved playing that weekend. It was great.
nice. Have you ever played Ultimate General Civil War?
No.
I wonder if you'd like it.
Is that miniatures or?
It's on PC, but
Oh,
I'll send a link to you afterwards.
all right. Oh, is that on Steam?
Yeah, yeah.
I might have it, but I don't think I've played it yet. But
I think
hmm.
there's another game that's very similar that's coming out soon. I think I forget if they have a demo out or not. But anyways, there's another game very similar to it that's coming out soon.
Um, I used to hate the idea of Civil War games, Americans shooting at each other. But it's just that I read some books. It's such an intriguing topic.
Hmm.
The way the tactics changed, the weapons changed.
That kind of
It
first
says,
development of trench warfare.
yeah, yeah. It was the birth of modern warfare.
Hmm.
The initial characteristics of modern warfare.
Hmm.
So, um, anyway, yeah. Let's see. Should I? Yeah, let's play one more turn. See what I can gear up here.
Sure. You've got so rally phase. You definitely can self rally a guy. Don't have a
Yeah, I'll
DM,
try.
so 7 or
Um,
less will get him.
I'll try the 7.
Oh, come on.
All right. Um, prep fire phase.
Prep fire.
Um, prep fire. He can't see him. But they can fire at them. And that would be 8.
16, 16 up 1.
Yep. And he rolls
Oof.
3. Yes.
4
Ooh.
4 on 16 is a K3, so automatically he is a half squad. You'll get 1 point, and then 3 morale check. You'll definitely break. My morale is ELR is 4. Yeah. So he'll break. Nice shot.
Thank you.
And you have rate of
Finally got
fire.
those guys. Pardon me?
And you have rate of fire on the machine gun.
Oh. Sweet. Okay, so that's the prep fire. Movement phase.
Movement phase it is.
One. What hex is this? And do 1.
Okay.
You can bypass through this hex.
U4, yeah.
U4.
Mm-hmm.
And then well, we'll just wait for the advanced phase for that.
So you're in U4?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. All right. Any other movement?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Defensive fire phase. Do I
I don't
want
think
you
you can see them.
Not really. I mean, I could try a shot, but I think it would be blocked. The only thing I can really do is I'll take a 4 firepower shot up 2 against your 2 broken guys in the building. It's really just to reapply DM. It's a +2 shot, so it will be a miss. Or no effect, I should say. But it does DM. And I don't have any other shots I want to make. So, advanced fire phase.
Okay. Okay, these guys prep fired, so they can't advance fire, correct?
Correct. The 458 that move can advance fire though. Well,
And
so
the machine.
no wait, never mind. No, because the MMG, I don't know how it works for prep fire. You might be able to shoot the MMG as well. I'm not 100% sure. I'll say you can. Let's see why not.
You're being generous.
No, I honestly, because you have rate of fire, so the way, like, technically the way that it works is like similar to defensive fire, or at least it should be. I don't know if you can retain, because the idea is if you move a medium machine gun, you can't shoot it in advanced fire phase. But if you have rate of fire, are you just forced to expend it or give up the rate? And the argument for it, I think, would be because the squad is prep fired and therefore can't do anything else, which makes sense. But honestly, if you're just gonna shoot at a half squad, then like whatever. I'll let you shoot at a half squad.
Okay.
It's doubled halved
Alright.
anyways, so it's an 8 up 1. Yeah, Pintash check, so nothing happens to him.
All right. And that's it for the advanced fire phase.
All right. Routes, you are considered the attacker, so you will go first. And yeah, the guys in R9 don't have to move, but if they do, their closest target is T10.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Get further away from that leader.
Oh, he's coming. Unfortunately, he's going to continue to run after them. Oh, and my guy has to route, and I will go to S5. There's nowhere else I can go. Yeah, advanced phase.
Yeah, there's no reason for these guys to move. I wanted to get him in close combat. Yeah. Damn it. All right. I will say there's no advance.
Okay. Don't start telling me you don't want good IFT rolls now. We can take those back. We can take those back. Turn 5, Germans, weather, no change. Rally phase, I will attempt to self-rally. Okay. All right. So they will rally. It's a heat of battle. So heat of battle, they were broken, so they get a +1. And there's no other modifier. Are you kidding me? So they will rally and battle harden to 248s. All right. Wait, is that a field promotion? Don't tell me that's actually a field promotion. It is the first. Oh, come on. Okay, well. Single die roll. There's a +1 for them being broken. There's a -1 for being German. Okay, well, I get a free 8-1. Really? All right. That's nuts. Okay, so that is my rally phase.
All right. See if I can get something similar.
Yeah, roll. Please make me feel better and roll
Oh.
roll Snake Eyes.
No, it's your turn. I can't self-rally.
I mean, I'm fine if you want to self rally a guy. I'll be honest.
All right. I need all the help I can get, and that ain't it.
No, close though. Close. Prep fire phase. You know, I don't even really have any prep fire to do still, so I'll go straight to movement. Now I actually have to be careful here. So, how do I want to do this? The stack in 07 will... do I want to move them first? Yeah, I picked them up. I'll play by chess rules. So 07, they'll go to P6 for 2, then Q6 for 3, and then R5 for 5.
Okay.
I really don't trust moving out in the open at that point. The 8-0 and squad and N7 will go to... they'll bypass 07 for 1, bypass P6 for 2, 3 into Q7, and then 4-5 into R6.
Your voice is breaking up.
Oh, hopefully my internet is not dying or something.
I heard hopefully your internet is not
Dying?
Dying, okay.
um,
Dying like the Poles in this game.
well, you know, the Germans have lost their fair share. I think we're actually even on kills here.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was just saying, I have, you know, my guys from N7 made it to R6, and the guys in 07 made it to R5. I'm gonna declare CX on the squad in N5. They'll go to 06 for 1, P5 for 2, Q5 for 3, R4 for 4, S4 for 5.
Oh, come on.
Look, this is the Rootin knows this all too well. I gotta try and get some action here.
Yeah, you're just drawing this fire so the rest of them can swarm me.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe?
Who's to say? Who's to say?
Oh, right. I'll have to open up on this guy.
All right.
That's what? 4, 8, 12, -1.
With
You're
everybody,
moving
yeah,
the open.
12 down 3.
12 down 3.
That is a
Okay.
4 on 12, which is a 3 morale check. Wow, come on. Okay, they will go berserk. Um, can berserk units be CX'd? I don't know. Berserk. Okay, that's it. If you try to use non-assault movement. Where is it? So double time, a unit must add labor, etc. CX units negative to their stuff. No, you stay. I think you guys stay CX. Okay. So these guys are berserk, which means instead of 6 movement, oops, that's not what I want to do. Instead of 6 movement, they have 8. They've used 5 to get to S4. I now also must charge your guys. And there is, what was your roll? The roll was, okay, so no rate of fire, which is, so it was 12. So there's 6 residual. The guys have to move now, which I guess technically I could go in the building, but I'm going to go to T3 as 6 movement point out of 8.
And I can fire again.
Yep. And I have no choice to do this. Like, Berserks, they're... Now, if he survives, which would mean he would have to survive a second 12 firepower shot down 3, I may... If I get into your hex, I will force final protective fire. So something to consider.
So, well, right now it would be, well, yeah, half or
Yeah, doubled halved. I
yeah,
mean,
well,
they're
you can walk into it.
the one thing you could do, but obviously this might affect other shots and all that other jazz. There is the squad with the mortar. So, I mean, a 4 down 2 is still just a 4 down 2. So whatever. I don't want to. I don't want to guide too much, or not guide too much, but influence too much.
Oh, this guy can shoot too.
If you can see him, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can see that. Doesn't,
I'll be
doesn't touch
surprised if it
the,
doesn't. Yeah, you're
building.
good. Yeah, you're way good. I would have been very surprised if he couldn't.
All right, he's gonna fire at the berserks.
Sure, 4 down 2.
All right.
5 on 4 is a 1 morale check. They are fine. And there's 2 residual.
Okay. Well, we can fire the mortar then. Why not?
Okay.
Fire everything. What the hell? Rolling.
definitely a hit.
That's nice.
And then it's 2.5.
Roll again.
Yep. So no effect. You
Hmm.
do have rate of fire on the mortar, but you can't shoot a second time with it. Just because I didn't spend enough points moving.
All right. Um, I'll let the berserkers come to my hex and
And get blasted
give
there.
them a nice welcome.
So they'll spend the last 2 movement factors and get into U4.
All right. So that's triple point blank.
Tripled halved.
Yeah.
So 36, 18. 18 flat. Because it's up 2 for building, -1 for non-assault, and -1 for leader. 6 on 18. Nice roll. That is a 3 morale check. You've got to be kidding me. Their morale is 10. They don't pin or anything. Well, they can't pin, but whatever. So they're good. And then roll for sniper.
Sniper. That's 1 die.
1 die. On a 1 or a 2, you'll get an effect. Otherwise, it's just nothing. Oh,
No.
boo. All right, and then I'm just going to put a CC counter so I don't forget. All right, well, I mean, door's pretty much open at this point. I kind of desperately need to help these berserkers too. Okay, so the squad and leader in 09, yeah, they'll just do 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, I can do that. The half squad and 8-1 in S5 are going to go to T5 for 1.
Mm-hmm.
2 to U6.
Okay.
3 to V6. 4. 5. Yeah, 5 to X7. The stack in O5 goes into the road for 1. 2 into Q5. 3 into R4. Oh, this should go here. There. They will bypass S5 for 3, I think it is. And then they will go into T4 for 5. Everybody in the back here is just going to go up the road. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, 4. And then use the bonus movement from road. Hey, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4 bonus for road. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 bonus for road. And then this guy in P2, I was going to do this anyways, regardless of my suggestions. So 1 to Q3, bypass R3 for 2, and then into S3 for 4. And then that's all my movement. Defensive fire.
Can anyone fire?
Technically, the squad in X3 can shoot because they only use their support weapon. You only shot with the mortar, so.
Oh, that's true.
Not that
So,
they really have great shots, but like, yeah.
I think he could shoot at S3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, S3 is a valid shot. As a 4 up 2.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. It'll cower, but that's still a 4 on 2, which is a 1 morale check. My guy doesn't break. All right. Well. All right. Yeah. So then, advanced fire phase. The berserks get to shoot. It's the only thing they can do. It's tripled halved. Plus CX plus building. So 6 firepower up 3. Nope. So I'll just go to CC. I will take a half firepower shot against your guy in the green. It's a 3.5, I think, flat. Come on. Please tell me. Yeah, 3.5. 3 on 3.5. 2 morale check.
All right, he's got an 8. That ain't gonna do it.
Bummer. This has been, yeah, my IFT rolls have been crazy today. All right. I don't have anything else in advanced fire phase. So we go to routes. I have none, and this squad and a half will die. They have nowhere to go, so they're just failure route. Which brings me to 10 CVP, and then your guy in the green that just broke can go. Well, he can go with the leader for sure. So
Yeah. I think that's what's gonna happen. Whoops.
So advanced phase. This is scary, legitimately. So guys in R4 go to R3. The guys in R5 will go to S5. The guys in P5 will go to R4. The guys in Q5 will go to R5. I guess I'll just join R6 to R5. Leader and squad in T9 will go to T10 just because. The half squad and 8-1 in X7 will go to Y8. And then I don't really want to do this, but those guys are going to be in trouble anyways.
Do it.
I mean, I want to do this for sure. It's more a question of, do I add a leader? So you're at 9. I bid 12. I don't really get anything else out of it. No, I'm gonna save the leader just in case. Just in case. So that's it for my advances. CC, there's no ambush because the berserkers were there before and didn't advance in. It's a 12 to 9. There's no I don't even have a 3 to 2 in that instance. So it's just a 1 to 1, and I'm fighting with a +1 because my berserk guys are CX. You've what has been this game?
Okay. None of those stats.
Ridiculous. Just like the only terrible average is weather. Literally, that's it. Like insane. I mean, roll to see if you get anything. Okay, well, jeez, talk about like dichotomy and stuff.
That's a riot.
It's it's like this is sometimes the game just says no, you don't get to do anything. You just take the night off, play something else, because
Yeah.
this would be another leader creation. Um, I get a -1 for being German, so I get another 8-1, which then changes all of the math. Well, not all of the math because it's still kill. Anyways, uh, basically at this point it's um, the berserk guys aren't berserk anymore, and that is 6 points.
Oh, I'm not winning anymore.
Yeah, I think at this point, especially like you only got one good order squad left, or do you have?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a good game in at least in like putting up with it and not being discouraged. The rolls were definitely in my favor. It's wild. Um, I rolled one, two, three, four. I rolled 4 snake eyes, which is ridiculous. Um, yeah, crazy. And this scenario is like seemingly balanced. So I don't know if maybe it should have been like don't reveal anybody too early. I don't know. It's hard to say other than like I was worried at the start when I rolled those 2 12s. I was like, "Oh man, this is not this is not going well for me." And then yeah, geez. All right. Well, uh GG's. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kill the stream, and then if you don't mind, we can get talking about the next scenario.
Sure.
Cool. So for everybody who's been watching, as always, thank you. Always appreciate participation and the comments, and we will see you next time. So should see you Saturday. I forget what we're gonna play, but it should be fun. So see you then.